In this video, we will take a look at the Creators tool, something that helps to get those perfect steady video rolls, or just make your everyday footage better. This is the Hohem iSteady MT2 gimbal, and this is one of those products I saw at IFA Berlin for the first time. Not that I was not familiar with Hohem gimbals before, but they are now much more different from what I remember. And now there are also crazy amounts of tech and versatility packed in. Did I mention that it looks really good? I immediately noticed those orange metallic accents everywhere, which looks to be the Hohem's signature now. It may not be the most important thing, of course, but it does add to the aesthetic. And of course there are many gimbals out there right now, so what makes this so unique? Well, let's start with the fact that the iSteady MT2 is a basically all-in-one gimbal, since it supports many different camera types and it actually comes as a kit, meaning that it has everything bundled in just to take your device of choice, attach it and start using it. It can be used with action cameras, compact digital cameras, smartphones, and it's the only model in Hohem's lineup to also support bigger mirrorless cameras. And it should be able to handle a camera paired with lens up to 1.2 kilograms, which is pretty impressive since the gimbal itself weighs only around 650 grams. Then can it be truly the one gimbal to rule them all? Let's take a deeper look to find out. So this is actually not my first gimbal, and previously I was using the DJI Ronin RS, which may not be the latest model, but it's pretty capable and useful with plenty of features. But the downside of it was the total weight I had to carry. To make a steady shot, you would have to have pretty strong hands, because when using it in default configuration with the attached tripod, my hands got tired really quick, and now imagine when my girl has to take over to capture some shots of me. It gets exhausting real quick. I know that Ronin SC is more of a professional grade tool, and maybe a dual bar handle could help a bit, but the iSteady MT2 is the total game changer for armadillo tech. So to give you an idea what more of the footage is like, you can check out my last robot dog video, which was almost entirely shot on this gimbal. This allowed us to have low flying like shots, and the stabilization with it was really nice and smooth. But even with that, some camera lenses without optical stabilization may not play so good with the heavier shakes. Also, most of the shots seen on this video were shot with a second MT2 gimbal, which we use for the secondary camera or often a phone. But it is really light and compact and easy to carry around. And as I mentioned, it being a kit, it comes in a carry bag with many accessories. And also plenty of camera control cables for nearly every configuration, since there are two USB-C ports on the gimbal right next to each other. One for controlling the camera and the other for charging. So it can easily charge your phone while vlogging, because there is a 2600 mAh battery inside, which also powers the gimbal itself, but logically it will reduce the overall runtime when used this way. All the main information will be visible on the little digital display, which displays battery, crucial information and letters for selected mode in the center, which you can switch with the M button in the modes you get. PF for pan follow, PTF for pan tilt follow, L for lock mode, and POV for POV mode. And pressing the M button 3 times will get you into ICP mode, where it just does this continuous 360-degree spin. Holding the trigger will activate sports mode for sharper and more responsive movements. Double press on the trigger will recenter the camera position, and a triple click will do a quick 180-degree spin. And there is also the auto pan mode with 2 AB keys. You basically manually set a start point and an end point. Then the gimbal will slowly pan between them, and you can pan both ways. So I already talked about a lot of features without even mentioning its main signature feature, the AI tracking module, and this is a real game changer since the camera module operates independently without the need for an app. So to start tracking, you show the OK gesture and it will follow your face everywhere you go. And while the optimal distance is up to 1.5 meters away, it was doing pretty good, even with me going further away. And to stop tracking, you just show your hand like this. If your face is off center, or maybe you want to be on the other side of the frame or so, then you can start the adjustment with this gesture. And once you have moved into the right position, you just repeat the gesture to save it, and you're good to go. And really, the tracking is fast and accurate, and you can go up and down, and it managed to catch me even after I was moving behind an object. Oh, and I nearly forgot. If you have a remote control cable attached, then you can activate the shutter with this gesture. But that's not all this module can do, as it is packed with features. Despite being so small and compact, it also is magnetically detachable, and it contains a pretty strong LED fill light, which has both CCT white mode as well as full-on RGB. And all these little things. Seems like a creator's dream, right? And there is more. Despite having a dedicated camera module without the need for an app, there is an app called Hohem and it will be essential when using the gimbal with a phone, as it does connect via Bluetooth, and there is also a built-in camera app. With this app you can unlock many nice features, such as selective object tracking, as well as use the roll wheel to control manual focus and the zoom ring for zooming in and switching between cameras. When using the gimbal with camera, the L-shaped mount is pretty practical, as you can easily switch between landscape and portrait modes. Pair it with a camera that has a flip-out screen, and you can record yourself all day long till the battery runs out. While Hohem made it appear as easy as 1, 2, 3, there is a big chance that you will have to relevel the camera after this move, because of the weight shift. So this is certainly an amazing gimbal, and so far it really seems to be the one for every occasion, likely compatible with any filming gear you might have. And I really like the attention to detail that can be seen in every part of it, with the possibility for even the smallest adjustments and absolute fine-tuning. It did occasionally give me some errors, which are likely due to misbalanced camera, although they sometimes seem to appear out of thin air, but probably due to motor overload at certain angles. But the motors are really strong to be able to handle even the bigger built camera kits. So, should you buy one? Well, for nearly under $300, the price is pretty reasonable for what you get. There might be a debate if it was a phone-only stabilizer, but if you're a vlogger or creator like me, then this gimbal will be able to handle any modern camera you happen to have on you. So it really is a multi-tool, and also a worthy investment, taking into account all the cool shots and tricks you will be able to perform with it. Once you master all the spinning and panning, of course, because while it does some sort of magic, there is a learning curve for it as well. Hope you liked this video, and subscribe not to miss out on any interesting piece of tech, and see you in the next video.